Good morning, everybody. How is everybody doing? Tuesday morning. What are we? June the 10th. Wow. Okay, we got 10 days in the hurricane season. Just about 90 more days ago, I guess. No, I don't know. Seems like, I can't stand to hear the word hurricane, but we are in hurricane season. Oh, man. How's everybody doing? Got up early. Gosh, what is it? It's only 6:04. I've been up since about 5. Got my new South Florida 6th annual drone meetup cup from Jeremy there. Just saying. But no, welcome in, everybody. Sammy, what's up? Warren. Beetle Bailey. Who else is in here? TJ. I'm not sure if TJ is in here, but it is TJ's birthday. So we want to wish TJ a happy birthday. Joel, what's up? How you doing, Joel? Yeah, got up early. I don't know. Seem like you get older, you just can't sleep good. I do take a sleeping pill at night, but hey, gets me to about 4 in the morning, I guess. Jim, how you doing? Bam Drone, Michael Belche. What's up, Michael? Mr. Flynn, what's up? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I woke up early and I was sitting here. Got my second cup of coffee already. So just kind of hanging out. Watched Drone Nation last night. Who was on? Ryan Latoriette had some great points about things happening in the drone community. We'll kind of see how that all pans out. Maybe, soon, maybe able to get the Mavic 4 there. Looks like there's a Mavic 5 Mini. Looks like there's a Neo 2. Looks like there's a Vada 3. So, man, DJI has not stopped building drones. That's for sure, just because, what's going on with customs and just the tariffs. There's just so many angles that we as drone flyers are getting hit at. Hey, follow all the rules. Check places before you fly. Do your safeties check. And hey, just try to keep everything right. When is it Mavic 4? Well, yeah, we don't know. I think that just one day we'll wake up and go to the DJI site, and I think it'll be ready. It'll be ready, available there. Now, could be wrong. There's other avenues people are getting it. Although the price is up there. I mean, for me personally, I'm not paying $4,000 for a drone to post YouTube videos or what I personally do. So, the Air 3S is just fine. So, yeah, Michael, I don't think there's probably, if there's 100 people, I don't know if there's a couple hundred people in our community, what we call our community. It might be, be honest with you, there's probably not one person that really needs it. What's up, Scotty? Scotty just went ahead and bit the bullet and bought the Mavic 3 Pro, I believe. So, hey, got a good drone. Good drone that lasts for many a year. Can anybody imagine what the world would be like if we had to deal with this kind of legal while driving? Yeah, hey, no lie. You know what? Hey, that wouldn't surprise me. One day you might not be able to drive a red car. One day you might not be able to drive a white car on the street or whatever. So it's nothing is crazy. With what's happening out, in the world today, hey, nothing surprises me. Just do your homework, make your flight plans, and just fly. Try to follow the rules, of course. But one day you may have to fly with a visual observer, just checking the rules and saying, I don't know. It's I don't want to be being challenged every time I fly. But hey. Scotty's reliving his child. Why was he doing? Vulture. Hey, so let's see. Scotty, I know I missed the show. Well, missed the show. Scotty's taking a little time off. Somebody actually texted me, say, what? I guess they didn't No, Scott wasn't doing the show. Philip, what's up? Good morning. Just waking up and waiting on coffee. Well, hey, here you go. Here you go, Philip. I'll hand you this one right here. You got it. Anybody wants to come in? There's a link. I'm just kind of sitting around. Not going to stay on too long, but got up early. Kind of bored. Captain Joe, if I can wake Captain Joe up. Let me see about going flying here. Itchy Sat Great. Did they change the link approval? So I don't know, Sammy. I had never used the link. We don't have it available here, so I've never had to use it. I actually have a waiver and still at times call the tower here, and never been turned down. They're nice young guys that work up there. But Alan, what's up? It's only 4 o'clock there. I'm hoping I'll wake up one morning, Johnny, and all this band of customers crap is. Yeah, Joe, you're right. I don't know. Hey, all I can say is buy some silver. Silver's going to go through the roof here in the next year, I think. I've been buying it for years. $9, $10 an ounce. Yesterday it hit 37. So, hey, buy you some silver. Hold it for a while. You might be able to afford a Mavic 4, Mavic 5, or a Mavic 6 when they come out. No, guys, we as drone pilots, it just seems like, I don't know, for the past couple of years, ever really since remote ID. And remote ID was no big deal for us. I think, the way we fly and the way most of the guys in the chat fly, remote ID didn't really even come into play. But now, with different rules and different things, and, in the state of Florida, saying you might can shoot a drone down if it's, flying over your yard, and the state of Michigan don't want, drones on campus, flying over their campus, and, Disney World, of course, been having a TFR forever, and now they're talking about infrastructure, critical infrastructure. Well, anything could be deemed critical infrastructure, and it's just so many things happening and against us right now. So, Philip says air control. Yeah, I was. I've never actually done a link, but just because we don't have it available at our airport. I think Captain Ray, maybe one time in Florida, he showed me how to do it, and we kind of went through the process. But no, I never do it. Brant, no, yeah, who? It's Brent. I'm sorry. Bent Rail Productions, welcome in. Joe. No, if anybody wants to hop on, you're welcome to. I'm just kind of goofing off this morning. Jeremy's up and early. Yeah, Jeremy. Hey, look, got my new cup Jeremy sent me. B-Rad is up. Look, got the koozie here. Love this. Got some stickers. Oh, man. Brad, what are you doing up so early? I had to get link approved, fly my backyard. Really, John? See, I've never had to do it. Demarco's up. What's up, Demarco? Great show last night. Had some great questions that Ryan answered, and great comments in the chat there. Yeah, it just seems like we're getting attacked every day. Every, I don't know, 3 or 4 months, something new is popping up. But hey, all we can do is work through it, follow the rules. Let's see, getting ready to head out for AB job today. Got to run a big camera for a gig with a company in Richmond. A few hours work. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. No, Alan. And I am not getting a Mavic 4 for what I do. No, it's not just throwing stuff on YouTube and, just going to places we go. I mean, I do a little real estate work, but Used the Air 3 the other day for a guy and shot some pictures, and man, he was ecstatic about the pictures, and it wasn't nothing special, but you know, I just did what he wanted done. You know, a few top down shots of the front, the back, the rear, a couple of the sides there, and that's really all he wanted done. Simple. You know, as a realtor, I was a realtor for almost 30 years, and you know that kind of came in the last few years about drone pictures, and some of the guys. I mean, I don't know if they bought their drones or were getting them done. They were just showing like the top of a house, you know, just like basically it could almost be any house. So just need that perspective, a different, you know, different angle. But you don't need to be 300 feet up to shoot a house, and you don't have to get crazy, you know, doing all the editing and stuff. But I mean, there was a time there when houses were selling so fast for a while. He could have probably taken them with an old Polaroid camera. We might could even drew the picture out of the house on a little index card, and that's how fast houses were selling. So, but no, but hey, the Air 3S, if you did snag one of those, and they it's a great drone. FSU guy, defensive player of the year. How about that? Demarco. Oh, Sammy's telling Demarco. Yeah, before long, I know I got my renewal for our local football team here, university. So it's not really that far. Right around the 1st of August, I guess they start. Brad, hope you're doing good. Brad, I did order the AMS Light for my Bamboo A1. Matt's been really printing some nice, been designing some light boxes and stuff. So, hey, still wanting to get the Air 3S Fly more at some point, maybe later this year. Yeah. Well, great drone. Great drone, Brad. Yeah, Brad. You know what, man, Brad. Well, you saw a couple of things I think Matt designed, and man, you know, it's not hard changing a filament, but having the 4 colors now do. I guess it's actually 4 on there and 1 on the reel. So is it? I guess it's 5 color, Brad. Is that right? Or do you not use a top spool? Yeah, we talked about it. You know, if everything goes right, the only negative for us this year is Bailey turns 21 that weekend, so I'm not sure what Matt and Amber. I mean, not that with us with our birthdays. I mean, we could do it the week before, maybe that. I don't know. We'll see. It'd be a great trip up there. It's not, but I don't know, about 5.5, 6 hours from here. So. I can only do full colors on AMS and I got you. Yeah. Can't use both options at the same time for what I can tell. Yeah. That's what I was thinking, bro. Hey, but 4 colors a lot better than 1, you know. So. All right, bro. Sammy, thanks. Time to go home from work. 4 color Johnny external spool runs single by itself. Gotcha. Yeah, if you want a mobile device, double tap the screen. It will automatically add a thumb up. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, 3D printing is fun. You know, it's I do enjoy it. Matt's made some really cool light boxes, and got one back there. I don't know if you can see it. I'm kind of in the way. That lion back there hanging on the wall right there on my southeastern wall. That one lights up. It's pretty neat. He did the way he's doing the battery is you put the battery box inside the unit, and you can hang them on the wall. So. All right, Michael, thanks for hopping in. I wasn't doing anything this morning, brother. Just thought I'd pop on. Scotty, what's up, Scotty? I had to hit a brick wall on what to do 3D print. The printer has been. Brad, I had that old Anchor Make, and man, we had put a new print head on it, and man, it started working again good. But then yesterday I was sitting here, I said, let me put something in it. Man, I put it, and the print head did the same thing. I had a guy that had wanted it, and I don't know, I kind of got it back going, and then he kind of reneged on it. I was going to sell it to him real cheap, but yesterday it's been sitting in the garage, so I put some filament in it, and it just wouldn't. It clogged up again. So man, I put it by the road this morning. Well, actually, it's sitting right here. It's going by the road by the garbage here in a few minutes. Scotty, I think Scotty gets his new drone today, Tuesday. I thought he said. Rob, what's up, buddy? Hope you're feeling good. Oh, Scotty says, who knows? Oh, okay. I thought it was. Yeah, Brad, it's, you can only take that thing apart so many times, and I don't know. I even had all the screws in it, just to let people know. Michael, Night Train, what's up, buddy? Hadn't seen you in a while. Yeah, Mike, I know he's been 3D printing for a long time. Yeah, Joe, Scotty picked up the Mavic 3 Pro, I believe he did. Keep him busy. Mike, you been doing any flying? I'm sure you have, but of course, guys, no Fly for Fun show tomorrow night. Next Wednesday, we come back and we just do some viewer videos. Paul, what's up, Paul? What's up, Nick?
Good morning. I have to ask, is there a delay with my voice versus my video right now?
You what?
Is there a delay from my voice in the video?
No, not really.
Okay. I have it adjusted where I'm messing around. I reset up everything. So I have my audio coming through my ATEM switcher, but my camera's running like over the network, like through the NDI, and there's like a slight delay. So
yeah, no, it looks good. Sounds good. Nah, I'm just hanging out. You been doing any flying or not too much?
I have not. Yesterday was a lot of yard work. Today our weather is not very conducive, and also we have a TFR because the president's flying in. So
yeah, we was on vacation last week. Got back Saturday around 6, and man, got up Sunday, cut grass here at the house, and then I have 2 duplexes and went and got those cut, and then I had to go to the cemetery and check on things, wash clothes. So you know how it is when you come in from vacation. It's a couple days there, kind of getting back to normal. But man, and I'll tell you what, we cut the grass Sunday, and I mean, it's really literally looks like it could be cut again in a couple of days. We've been getting that rain almost every day, a little bit. It's crazy.
yeah,
the guy cut the cemetery, I think Friday, and he texted me. He goes, Johnny, it was pretty thick. We only try to cut it every 2 weeks, but there's a couple times a year we had to jump in there 3 times a month because it's pretty costly to cut it. And he texted me last night. He said, "Hey, I want to cut it Saturday." I said, "Well, shit, you just cut it last Friday. I can't pay $1,200 every 8 days, So
that's some,
I don't know. So
how many acres is it total that are cutting?
It's about that is 5 acres.
Okay.
But it's 5 acres basically of weed eating almost,
I'd say I can't imagine. There's probably like small strips they can run a mower, but otherwise you're going around a ton of stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Oh, well, the big thing, on the drone. Oh, we can keep talking. I said drone news. We got the new DJI.
Oh, I forgot. I gotta do this.
Matrice 400.
Yeah, so that's coming out today, right? Is that today?
It's supposed to be the 10th, so it should be today.
Yeah. Mark Fisher, you gonna order the M400?
The Matrice 600. I got 4 of them coming in.
You got 4?
Yeah. Yeah, one for
Wow.
you, one for one for whoever wants one.
Yeah.
So just giveaways.
What is that?
TJ Mike 2. I ordered it because last week I was on a shoot and I you know on the RS4 Pro there's a underslung, they call it a suitcase accessory that you can take the gimbal and kind of like hang it down like this, get some low end shots. It's called a suitcase handle. So it's a handle to take the gimbal with your camera and undersling it.
Undersling it.
Yeah, well, I didn't tighten it right, and it fell. It fell to the ground, and luckily enough, I didn't break. I didn't break the camera nor the gimbal, but I broke my mic 2, which was sitting on top of.
When you screw, you got to screw all the way, not screw halfway.
Yeah, no, I know. I was rushing. I was in a school. I'm produced this commercial for the school, and so this was sitting on top of that little thing that
The
DJI
cold
sells.
shoe.
Yeah.
The shoe, yeah, and it allows it to, not wire this to the camera, whatever. It broke. This broke, so I ordered another one. You can see this is all apart. I ordered another one from Amazon, and I get it, and I can't. I've been trying all night, yesterday, to get it to do the firmware update because it's not connected to my camera. So I gotta return it.
Let's see. I know a guy locally that somebody had to go to people's property and invade the spaces. Huh. Goats. Hey, yeah. So we need a cemetery. We need, like, when you die, you get a goat given to you, and then he eats the grass above.
Really?
Philip, no, hey, Rob Kamada. Let's see. Mark has too much energy me to deal with this morning.
So I got the first accessory for the RC2. Yeah, well, the RC2, not for the yeah.
Oh,
for the controller. So
the
this
RC2.
is,
Yeah.
yeah. Look at this. I mean it was available, and it came 2 days, which was good because, like, to try to get, and it's got this black silicone.
Oh, yeah.
Nice coating. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. And they gave me a screen protector that actually fit because I ordered one to try to put on there, and I was trying to get it to fit, and I couldn't do it. So
Mark, do you like the controller better than you like the drone, or I mean, it just goes hand in hand with it, right?
yeah, the controller is pretty nice. I flew last night the Air 3S with it. I tell you, it connects to the Air 3S faster than the RC2. Right? Yeah. Yeah, the RC2, which is the other controller with the screen.
Yeah.
That takes a long time to connect to the Air 3S. I'm surprised they haven't done a firmware update for that to happen. I always have to wait and wait and wait. So last night I said, let me see what happens with this guy, like, because when you turn this on and turn the Mavic 4 Pro on, it connects just like that. Like, I mean, literally, you could be up in 20 seconds. I'm sure you've seen those videos, right? So I said, I wonder if it's the
somebody
same
else
for.
said something about the KP index being a little weird lately or something. So I'm not sure if it has something to do with, satellites, or I noticed yesterday evening. I didn't have any problem. I put up the Air 3S. I had it over at the vacation lake house we had and all, but somebody else was saying it seemed kind of slow.
Right. So what I'm really saying too is this, like, watch, I'll just turn this on real quick. And it just takes a long time for it to boot up, really. Like, now it's what you call it.
Is that an RC2?
Yeah, RC2.
I'll tell you what, I guess the DJI Mavic 3 Pro that I got came with the RC1, the original with the screen.
Yes,
It's so slow. It is so slow.
Yeah, so I guess it's a firmware update. Hopefully that update does it.
Yeah, they did have an update. It seemed like it had. It seemed like it was more of a battery update because it started at 70% last week. I had something which when it usually does that is like a battery update, but then I don't know.
It'd be nice if they tell you what the firmware update's all about.
It's just bugs.
Like I had a firmware update for the Mavic 4 and the RC Pro 2 and I'm like, okay, it fixes known issues. I'm like, well, what are known issues? I want to know.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say nothing, so I don't know. I guess it's for me not to know, right?
Lance, welcome in. Lance, what time is it out there in Washington? I don't know, 4:30 in the morning? Jeez.
Yeah, it's pretty early.
Man.
Yeah, I think DJI is a big enough company where they don't need to be transparent anymore with their software. Like smaller companies will always tell you and update you and stuff. Have good customer service.
Yeah, so this company, I mean, there hasn't been any companies really that are like, especially with like ND filters and stuff like that. Like I hate waiting. I want to order it and come in a couple of days, but when I order it and I have to wait till like the end of June and beginning of July, like I'm like, I'm not gonna. I'll just order it when it's available, next day or the other day. So I'd rather not just be like order it and then like be waiting and waiting and waiting.
Let's see if the Mavic, Matrice. Let me pull up the DJI website here real quick.
I saw one. There was one website that's got some leaks on it. Pretty terrible, kind of like overhead shots of it.
Commercial and
I think the only thing I can really see.
Yeah, they don't really have. This is really all they got. Let's see. This stupid little watch video. No, that's not the. Well, let's see.
Yeah, it's nothing. I don't think there's anything on DJI's website yet.
That's the Zenmuse camera there.
Yeah, that's the
gimbal.
Yeah, they had a. I mean, they had I saw like literally a 3-second. DJ's Matrice 4. Let's see. I don't even see the little thing that they had. They had a video that lasted like maybe 3 seconds. They didn't waste any money filming it.
I think one of the changes I think people are going to see is I think it's supposed to have LiDAR. I think the Matrice 400, 300 series, I want to say those have an IP rating where the Matrice 4 Enterprises don't. So I think that's probably the biggest kind of design difference maybe would be like the weather.
But will that be available in the US? This new, I mean, like what would be the difference between that and can't get the Mavic 4 or they, I mean, they're not going to stop releasing drones. That evidently, they already talked about the Avata 3, a Neo 2, Mini 5 Pro, Mini 5, I guess Pro, whatever they call it. I don't know. So,
I mean,
yeah,
the biggest thing that the 300, 350 was different from any of the other Enterprise 3 or Enterprise 4 is going to be like a changeable payload. So that's really probably the industry that needs to switch like cameras, sensors, things like that. That's where the 400 is probably going to come into play.
Bob Casey, welcome in, Bob. How's everybody doing? How are you doing, Mr. Casey? So, Mark, you've been flying the Mavic 4? I mean,
oh yeah, I did. I flew it the other day. My wife and I just went out by the water and I flew it. It's You know, I don't. It's a little scary flying it. Tell you the truth, because of everything. You know, um, like if something goes wrong, you know what I mean? Am I gonna be able to send it in and you know, even though I can't refresh, there's I don't have that, you know, confidence anymore because of everything that's going on. So I like, you know, if I send it out and I want to chase a boat, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean?
Yeah, and then
It
people are
just,
saying, I mean, I know people are saying with the State Farm and all that, but I mean, listen, you know, if you
we don't
just,
get State Farm drone insurance here. We can't. They're not
yeah,
opening up any whatchamacallits. I do have my camera insurance. You know, I got to
right.
probably, but like it's still a thing. You know, like because once.
But if it's an issue, the State Farm coverage wouldn't you do any good. Like, just say your gimbal was acting funny, or you get an arm that breaks, you know, something. I say simple, but yeah, where are you gonna send it? And not, I'm not saying they wouldn't fix it, but if they don't have the parts to fix it, is it gonna sit on the shelf? You know, you got to.
Yeah,
Waiting.
there's so many things that like I want this thing to be available in the United States because then accessories will be available.
Yeah.
Then I don't have to worry about like, oh my goodness, am I ever gonna get one back if something goes wrong with this one? You know, like I did have that shake. Does it affect the drone in any way? Does it affect my footage? No, it doesn't. It has a you know, a slight shake when it comes by. Is it?
I'm listening. I got to fix another cup. Go ahead.
Yeah, I haven't even had one, Johnny. That's probably why I'm tripping over my words here. But um, yeah, so like that whole fear of like pushing it to the limits is gone with me. I'll take the Air 3S and fly that thing anywhere I want. Like you know, like not anywhere I want, but like however I want to get a shot. But I don't know.
Yeah,
I
Mark.
kind of
You know, it seems like we're still every 3 or 4 months, man. Looks like we're going through something again. You know, like,
Yeah,
man,
it's starting to.
just give us the option. Listen, if it's a 500% tariff or 10% tariff, I mean, you know, you make the choice. Can you buy it? But if you can buy it, like you say, at least you want to know that you can get something, you can get it fixed. Because I mean, I've never personally really crashed a drone, but I have had to send one back. My Air 2 was doing something with the gimbal, and of course they fixed it and whatever, swapped it out. But you know, so you definitely want to, you know, you miss your drone when you don't have it. I know it's crazy. We all got different drones to fly too, but you know, that's a lot of money you got invested, and you know, you bought that drone for a special use, and hey, you want to know it can be fixed. That's for sure.
I mean, choosing the right drone for the right job is kind of like the key. I always use, like, I had GoPros. I would always use my old GoPros if I was going to film like sitting next to like a dirt bike tire or someplace where it could get run over. I'm not using my GoPro 11 or 12.
Yeah.
Drone's the same way. You're not going to put the most expensive drone in the dangerous position.
No, hey, and that's true. You know, you think
Can you
less
say
like,
that one
hey,
more time to me?
what's that?
I got all these other drones I could be flying out there chasing boats, but I just choose to fly the Mavic 4 Pro out, you know, out and I'm like 6 feet off the water, like chasing a boat, you know, and then Rob Kamada comes out and he's like, you know, a seagull just, and that was another thing in the back of my head, and I'm sitting out there in the rocks and I see seagulls, and a seagull goes by me and I goes, there goes the drone killer, you know what I mean? And like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah, but
I don't think it's the terrorists, Johnny. I don't think it's the terrorists, like, you know, causing DJI to not send drones here.
I think it's the customs and the shipping
I think
issue.
it's just shipping, like that, you know, like getting caught up in shipping, like
Yeah.
all those Air 3Ss were all caught up in shipping, right? I mean,
Well, I mean, here's the deal, Mark. You know, if I'm going to send you, I don't care if it's just a baseball cap, but if I know you're going to get it, that's fine. But I'm not going to send you I don't care if it's a $10 cap or a $20 cap, but if I know that somebody in between is going to hold the box or whatever, it's crazy. Listen, I don't know how much a drone costs to build DJI, but by the time they ship it to the US, and even they may not even be getting some of them drones back. They might be sitting in the corner of a warehouse somewhere.
yeah,
And I mean,
because who's to
you know,
say that they're getting back? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they could brick them. They could brick them by serial number, but they still cost something. Whether I don't know what if it costs them $500 to build a drone. I know whatever, but it's none of our business. But it is their choice not to send it, and I don't blame them.
But they're not sure. And if it is 500, 300, whatever it is to build a drone, they're not sending like just a couple of drones. It's a whole bunch. So
Right?
it's money. Yeah. It's money. It doesn't matter. It's money.
Ken Hallbauer, welcome in. Kenny, what's up with you, Mr. Ken Hallbauer? Ken?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. When the Air 3S started having issues of getting to be able to buy the Air 3S and you couldn't, get it on Best Buy or Amazon or easily get it in one day or whatever, that's when I started saying to myself, something's not right here.
Well, we could all just buy a little Amazon drones, I guess. I don't know. It seems like why are those drones the new little B cop that is supposed to be coming out sometime here in June? Are we going to get it? I mean,
and I think that becomes deliberate too. I think they're targeting DJI. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's definitely targeting DJI.
Yeah, well,
and it's more towards DJI than it is to Auto Robotics, because Auto Robotics is not really selling a lot of drones. I don't think, especially commercial. You know what I mean? And it's funny because a lot of the drone companies, notice how they went Parrot. They stepped out of the game. They stepped out of the commercial drone game. They
went more towards. You think one morning we'll just wake up and the Mavic 4 will be available at the DJI site? I mean, is that possible?
I really don't think so. It doesn't look good. I mean, for everything that's going on. I mean, they're now talking about it, where we didn't really hear it, for a while, and then all of a sudden it's back in the news again that they're trying to, ban them and that. So, somebody's just out to get them. I mean, I'm not into politics like that where I'm researching this stuff, but
right.
Is it Russ? I think it's Russ or something. He had a really and I like that he says, this is just my opinion. He does some research on it from 51 Drones, is it?
Yeah, Russ. Yeah.
Russ. Yeah, I listened to what he had to say, and he makes some really good points.
Well, I've wrote my senator and I've done that crap before, and I'm not. And I mean, listen, I made sound. I don't say piss anybody off about that. But I'm not writing no more senators. I'm not writing no more representatives. I think that's just me personally. I mean, I want to protect the drones, but they're all bullshit letters you get back. I mean, it's just.
I don't even think they read them. I don't think they care.
Yeah,
they're all puppets anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just, if I'm not saying what's going to happen is going to happen, but I guess what's going to happen is going to happen.
It's inevitable, it's inevitable. If somebody's out to do it and they got the money and they got the power behind it, that sometimes it's just unstoppable, and at first I was like, DJI will push through. They got a lot of money. They're just gonna pay some people. That's it. Put some money, line their pockets. You know what I mean? But maybe DJI is not like that. Maybe they're like, no, I'm not. We don't care. We can sell to other parts of other parts of the world. You know what I mean? We could sell to Mexico and Canada and
Yeah, I mean,
why isn't that happening in Canada?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we're a big market, but it's a market that it's not going to put them out of business if they don't sell us a drone. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
No, as a matter of fact, the owners could stop right now, shut DJI down. He'd be a billionaire for the rest of his life.
Yeah. Hey, I went through the Popeyes drive-through about a month ago. I haven't had Popeyes in about 2 years, and I mean, they was just standing around. There was no service. I'd make a long story short, I'm not going back. But guess what? Popeyes not going out of business because I'm not going back. You know what I mean?
you know something? Think about this. So, are the gimbals and other accessories and other things that DJI sent, are those having a problem getting in the country? Could we still buy those from like, manufacturers, like not manufacturers, like Best Buy and all that? So like if I were to go on Amazon right now, I could buy the RS4 Pro or whatever gimbal, like the gimbal that just came out, the little mini, the Mini 4, RS Mini 4, right? You can get that next day. They're shipping those into the country.
Yeah, and I ordered
This is all about drones, yo.
I ordered a 04 Air
Not
unit.
about DJI.
Yeah, I ordered an 04 Air unit a couple weeks ago and got it in 3 days. So I mean, so you can build a drone, still with an 04 with a DJI. So I don't know now. Hey, Mark, all you got to do to complete your setup now is buy that vacuum cleaner, and they got the inside of your house all drawn, scoped out now.
Trees.
They got the outside.
Wait,
the outside.
DJI has a no, sir.
Oh yeah, they got a robot vacuum now.
No, I thought that was a joke. I didn't. I thought that was a joke. I didn't even really realize. So DJI sells a vacuum.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. It's John. I'm going to send my quads to you to build. Well, I don't know about that. Send them. I'll build them. What's the issue? Yeah, man. Because I think right now, here's the deal. I think more people. I would buy that RC controller before I would buy the drone itself. I want that controller.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's no reason that we can't have that controller.
So the camera, definitely the camera on the Mavic 4 Pro is it's phenomenal. It is a good camera. It's got some really sharp edges and the depth of field on it. It's a great camera. 100 megapixels, and I know it's 100 megapixels because the files are huge. Files are pretty big, man.
Some of those guys, a lot of those guys, not a lot, but there's a few people who've gotten them from eBay. They come from South Korea, and they've got
the other day when we was on Sunday, what was it? But
yeah,
you could buy one, right? The whole pack. Like, look at that package, $5,000. Like, you get 6 batteries and like the RC2. You can get that from Amazon and you'll get it in a few days, like maybe like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
So you could buy it. Like, if anybody's saying that they can't buy it, you can get it because the DJI store and so I don't know why people are saying that's not an official DJI store.
You talking about
I don't think you could put DJI on your building if you're not official DJI store.
You talking about the camera store?
Yeah. I don't know.
I would say,
but like they got DJI, like everything's all DJI. The that's DJI. But like, it might be the guy's cousin. I don't know. The owner's Wang's cousin or something like that. I don't know. It's the only one in the world. But they're still getting them.
It's weird because if you talk about Autel, you can go to a site called Autel Pilots. Now that's nothing to do with Autel, but it's
Autel sells car.
Yeah, they make car. They're car manufacturing parts. Yeah. They're huge. I mean, the drones is just like a spinoff of the Sun.
The Sun. Yeah.
They gave him. Hey, take this little portion of this money, these billions.
Yeah.
And start your drone company.
I mean, it would have been nice too. I probably, I don't know if it would have. It would have been nice that if
Angel says it's an official DJI store, Mark. Yeah,
it is an official. I would do it. I would think so. I mean, you can't just plaster DJI and if it's not official. Like, you just can't put a big sign on that. That's like me opening up a store here and putting DJI on the front of it. You just can't do that. They got the rights to do it. Then they're official. But they're selling them. They're selling. They still get them. They're getting them in. They're not getting a large quantity of them, but they're getting them. So
yeah.
So technically, it's available in the United States.
Yeah. No, I mean,
I walked into the store, bought it. I got DJI Care Refresh and everything. So, something's on.
I know, but somebody said that the price. I don't know what. Mark, what did you pay? Not to be nosy, but I mean,
$5,300 over a little, just under $5,400 That was with DJI Care Refresh for
Right.
1 year, which was $270 something or whatever, and then
Gotcha.
taxes. So it came in around 47 something, I think,
Right.
without
Okay.
all of
Yeah.
that.
I
You
think
know what I
that's what
mean?
most places have it for, you know.
Yeah, I don't think it would be any more or any less. You know what I'm saying? If it were available fully, so I don't think it has really much to do with like tariffs. You know what I mean? Like, um, yeah, but it's available. Like it's for people to say, hey, I'm not. I want to wait. I'll go to Canada. No, you don't gotta go to Canada. You just get it right here. It's right there available on Amazon. If you don't think Amazon would not have it available if you wouldn't get it. You're gonna get it. You know what I mean? You would get it.
All right, here's one
That's
on
a good deal. I was almost ready to sell mine and buy that
on
one.
eBay. On eBay, right here, you 3,200. That's with a normal DJI RC2. So
Yeah, I don't know what my fear is about eBay, but whatever. It's a personal thing. But
I mean, I've ordered from eBay from now. This coming from South Korea. So there's a Mavic.
Yeah,
Look, from Hong Kong. Well, this says Hong Kong. 2788.
now the other thing is though, where I could see this being an issue is that getting DJI Care Refresh. So if you order it from Amazon,
I don't think you can.
it's
So they got you see prices all over on this. Look. I mean, so
yeah. So like ordering it from Amazon, the only thing I would say is that you can't just go on DJI's website here in the United States and get DJI Care Refresh for it.
right.
So I don't know if you can call them and say, hey, I got this thing and I bought it from Amazon and it shipped to the United States and I want to buy, DJI Care Refresh. Or could you go to the New York store and buy it from them?
Now here it is right here at Amazon.
Like buy DJI Care Refresh, I mean.
$49.99.
What's that? Yep. It's still available there.
And it's got 6 batteries.
Yeah. 6 batteries with the RC2 Pro. Quiet.
I'm not being. Why are you yelling at me? Oh, I thought you was telling me to be quiet.
I got 3 over there, the 3 noisy ones, and then I got 2 over here.
Mark, this has got you got 3 batteries, right?
I got 3 batteries.
This is 6 batteries.
6 batteries with the RC2 Pro, with the backpack, it's got all kind of accessories. And Johnny, you know what really put me over the edge?
Is that SD card?
Nope, the landing pad.
Oh, the landing pad.
Yeah, man. Oh my goodness.
The landing pad's got a case too.
What?
And you can get it.
I'm ordering it right now.
You can get it June the 20th through the 23rd.
That's right around the corner.
Yeah. So hey, I mean, like you said, you can get it.
Yeah.
49. So with tax now, for me, tax here is 10%, 10.5%. So that's going to throw it up to.
I think it's 7 here, 7 for.
But hey, I could sell 3 batteries. How much are the batteries a piece?
The batteries, I don't even know, but they're gonna be 2 and change.
Yeah, somebody said it was $259.
Yep, I would think so.
I mean, that's like shit. That's $750 worth of batteries.
Yeah, it sure is. I'd buy more batteries.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll order that one and I'll sell you the 3 batteries and then just send it back with 3 less batteries.
Here you go.
They'll never know. The little kids at Amazon who check them back in or shit,
Yeah.
Hey, Randall, just a question. The Cat Pig was asking about a DIY FPV kit, and I'm sure Photo Joseph Leo is probably the best one to answer that question because I don't know any kits, but.
For what's he asking for?
Like a DIY FPV kit, just to build your own. I'm sure there's a bunch out there. I'm going the buy and fly option, so.
Bardwell makes one. I'm not sure if it's solder free or they do make. Somebody made one, but I'm not sure if it's DJI. You know, if you want to go all DJI, but
so there's probably definitely options out there. And we're
you can order a bind and fly, you know, for sure, and have it.
I think, and that's the route I'm going because I don't want to like build from scratch. I'd rather do small repairs as I break things.
Yeah. I mean, even on AliExpress, they have some bind and flies that's still pretty reasonable. And that's the thing. I know I ordered some stuff from AliExpress about 2 weeks ago, and it's still free shipping, and you get it in pretty quick. I mean, it might be 7-8 days, but hey, you know, it's still a lot cheaper than you know, some of the I don't want to knock the drone, you know, FPV guys here, but they seem to raise their price for no reason at all. And, you know, so a lot of people are just raising prices because they hear the word tariff, and they may not even got a tariff charge to them. What is that? iPhone?
That's the mic too. Look at still on the box. I need to go check. I need to go check the Mavic 4 Pro and see if it's made for iPhone still.
It probably is, huh?
How much do you think that Apple, being that they're both next to each other, DJI and Apple, right in Shenzhen, how much do you think they have to do with DJI? That they put that on their boxes for years.
I don't think that. I think it's just a selling point for each company, you know?
Yeah. I would assume Apple probably pays to have that put in the box.
The most challenging thing you face while learning to fly, man, well, you know what? If you're having an Avata 2, that's the kind of route I went. You can take it up high and get some height, and you know, throw it in manual, and you can kind of take over the controls there, and then you can do some sim, which I personally could not learn in a sim. I can fly in a sim now, but I had to learn outside. That was just me. But everybody just take your time and go at your own pace, and you can watch a lot of YouTube videos. You know, of course, loosen your sticks, you know, there on your controller. But the sim helps, at least, I think. But hey, I know John Flynn just kind of finished the process of learning, and you know, he kind of just took his time out in the field. Bob Casey kind of did the same thing out there, kind of by himself. Rodney Bell did that. So, you know, just you're not gonna just walk outside and fly FPV. Well, you can.
Damn, really?
Right into the ground or tree.
Yeah, for a few seconds. I mean, you can definitely probably just push up on the sticks real quick, and
you just punch it. You'll get up there and stay up for a little while.
No, just take your time. There's a lot of, I mean, people.
Donnie, you flying up Avata 2 manually?
Well, I mean, I got 4 FPV drones now that I built. Well, you know, built.
But do you have the Avata 2?
Yeah, well, yeah, I fly manual. Yeah,
you fly manual. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah, and then when you
take time to do that,
when you finally get it up in the air,
I think I'm fast enough in order to like.
Hey, but when you finally learn how to take it off and fly a little bit, then you got to do that thing called landing it, and that's kind of one of the hardest things to do. Is you know, a lot of people say, just run it back real quick and land it, but you know, it's FPV is fun, but it's, man, listen, there's nothing like going out there with that case, pulling out about a 2 out, putting the goggles on. You got everything right there. Works good. It flies good. But, you know, then you build, you know, 3.5 or 4 inch drone. You go out there and do all that same stuff for 3 minutes, you know, 3 or 4 minute flight. But it's still fun. And I would just take your time, you know. Let's see. Rob says he needs someone that can learn FPV. Charlie Mafia built me a FPV drone, but way too powerful for me. I need to learn on drone. Yeah. Well, yeah, try maybe a 4S instead of a 6S. He probably built you a 6S.
Somebody's going to get.
I mean, the simulator's always. I actually just re-updated the simulator on my computer because I had the Radiomaster GX12. I've yet to try it on the simulator. So.
Yeah, they're using Joe. I know Joe and John and Josh and them. They get in Uncrashed now.
Yep, I think I got Uncrash and Trip FPV. I got both of them.
Yeah, we were doing what were we doing? Liftoff and I don't know. I just the sim is some people. I mean, it relates right over to the sticks, I guess. But for me, I just got to be outside. That's just me. I like flying in the sim a little bit, but I can't do it too long because the longer you get in there, you start off real good, and you get after you crash, you just get worse flying. You know, I think you kind of get tired, and you really don't care after a while. You know.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, you can pick up a little. Even Star RC makes a little cheap controller for 49. I think it's $39. I'll be giving away on the show. I think I got one extra to give away maybe next week. Yeah, if you don't want to use the FPV controller, or you don't have one, you know. So it's a good way to learn.
We might have the live DJI release here in a minute. So it shows to 8 p.m. Eastern time.
No, yeah. Yeah, maybe we get Mark to order one. Mark, I'll give you my address.
What's that?
Just send it.
You can order that M4, send it here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Let's see, the hardest part, or hot rod, the hardest part is flying 8S and finding large enough. Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's the biggest thing, man. Get out there and get out there in the open field. I mean, like I know even flying right here at my house, it's kind of tight, and you're going around the houses and over the house. I'm going around the church there behind me. So get out in the open field and, just a big old soccer field and just take it easy, man. And, it's fun, but it's definitely different. I mean, and listen, you're going to be on a workbench at some point doing something to it. And you think you're not, I hate to say it. That drone looks all pretty and new when you build it. And I know, man, the first one I ever truly built from start to finish, and I did the soldering. A wire must have came loose, and man, it did a little spiral into the flower bed because the motor wire came loose. So I mean, and it was my fault.
How much? Because just getting better at soldering over time.
Yeah, I mean, you can see when it's solder, Nick. I mean, I actually did really good. They look good on the solder points, man. It was nice and shiny, and you're using the right amount of flux, and you can't overflux. I tell you what, it really makes it. But I just had one that, I don't know, it just came loose. I don't know if it just wasn't soldered good or, but anyway, it's you're gonna be fixing it whether you think you're not. And we all said the same thing. I know years ago I said I'd never fly FPV, and then I even said, I'd never even attempt to build one, and never attempt to fix one. But I done lied about all of those things. So, it's different, but it is different. I mean, it's a lot to know about batteries and voltage and how to charge and how to take care of your batteries. So it's a lot to it,
Yeah.
Batteries were one of the first things that I kind of like messed up.
Yeah. I mean, the Avata batteries, Avata 2 batteries are just, I mean, they're smart batteries. I mean, they're just, it's fun to just take that out and fly. And you can basically now with some of the easy acro and I know, listen, it's not nearly as what Joe Photo Leo and them guys can do on them sticks. I mean, and once you learn FPV, you actually really appreciate those guys more, because now, even though I know how to fly it very little, man, I even appreciate more what those guys can do with the sticks, Before I'm just watching them, and it seems,
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
it's nothing like flying a camera drone. I know that much, and I don't fly acro at all. And but I have a high respect for those who do, and those who do. Even if you're not good at it, it's just still a lot. And then to sit there and build those things, I mean, I'm in a different field, whatever, really, of doing what I do, right? But
yeah,
like that's time consuming to learn how to build them, to know all those.
You know what, Mark? If you had the right, my son-in-law, I mean, he's built, I don't know, probably 10 now, but he's got the workbench, and we got the room with the new house is air conditioned. Man, he's got. If you lay all the parts out and got everything that you need, you could probably build a drone in about 2.5 hours. I mean, from start to finish, and if you said, but sometimes on the little bitty solder wires and the motor, might need to take a break. Your eyes, you need really good eyes. I can tell you that.
Yeah, that's not happening. Like, and another thing for me personally, like, I got so much stuff to update as far as firmwares and this and that and that. So taking on something like that would just be another, like, Like look at the thing I just went through with this mic.
Yeah.
I just shot stuff the other day, like all day long, and it's all no good. All no good. All the audio's no good because that thing wasn't working. So, it's stressful. So for me to say, yeah, I want to pick this up and start learning this and that. That's like somebody said, oh, why are you using Final Cut Pro? Why don't you use DaVinci Resolve? Because I've been doing Final Cut Pro for so long. I'm not just going to stop one program and start on another. You know what I mean? That just can't. It's just not going to happen.
Well, Mark, for you, I'm sure, you not only, I mean, it's just like the drone community, Mark, even sometimes shooting the drone footage itself might be the easiest part of what you do. But when you get it back, it's like, how are you going to present it? What music going to put to it? What do you need? Do you need
a lot? Yeah.
You need a computer. You need a good phone. You need a good microphone. I mean, it's almost the easiest is shooting the film, shooting the video. As even if you go do some simple pictures of a house. The guy the other day, he just wanted like 12 pictures. Well, I got them back, put them on a little jump drive and send it to him. But I mean, all that takes time,
Yeah.
Hot rod.
Sure does. All right, I got to jump up here because I actually got to go do a shoot. Man,
I'm gonna be jumping off. I did want to wish it's TJ's birthday. TJ, he must be working this morning, but
happy birthday, TJ.
TJ turns I don't know, 22 maybe today or something. I'm not sure how.
What?
No, hot rod. I've been finally. Oh, what? I didn't know what happened to Ken. He said he's been on crutches. I didn't know that. Finally going to doctor tomorrow.
Oh, jeez. Get well soon, Ken.
Get well soon. Yeah, I didn't know that, Ken. I had to give you a call. No, hey Nick, I can see you easily building a drone. I mean, I know you could do it, but it's a lot to it because even getting the stuff to build it,
I wouldn't even know where to start.
Yeah, it's just time more than anything.
Yeah, it is, and it does take I mean,
But I totally love it. When I first ever seen that, it was when up close and personal was at the New York City Drone Film Festival. I was a photographer for that event.
Right.
And oh my goodness, yo. I seen them dudes flying almost to the wall and going straight up, and I'm like, what the heck is going on here? Like, it was insane. As a matter of fact, that's when they introduced the first Skydeal drone, and I was like,
yeah. Well, it's fun. I mean,
I wasn't impressed with it back then.
It's all fun. I mean, look, I don't care. Look, I don't care what. For me, even though I've been flying, I think since 2018, but when I take that drone out here on this porch, even tonight or this evening, and just do a little simple 10-minute sunset flight, man, it just makes your day seem better,
Yes.
That's what it's all about,
Yeah, exactly.
So
no,
all right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and end this. I want to thank everybody. I wasn't doing anything this morning. Paul Murray should be going on in about an hour, and no Fly for Fun show tomorrow. We'll catch up next week. If you got some videos, hey Mark, when you buy that M400, you do shoot some videos. Send it in. I'll share it next Wednesday,
and then I'll send it to you, John.
And send it, and then look, Barkley. I know Barkley might buy that drone. He might.
If we all pitch in, Johnny, right? If we all pitch in, we just send it to each other, like 2 weeks use, 3 weeks.
Yeah, we can do that.
To the next guy, we get
timeshare.
Timeshare, yeah, drone share.
Yeah, I like. Yeah, exactly. Perfect.
Drone share, new company.
Yeah, drone share.
Drone share.
Just send it to Mark last, though. I'm telling you.
It'll be crashed by the time you get it.
Just let him get it. All right, guys. Everybody have a great morning, and thanks for hopping in this morning.
Take it easy, Johnny. Have a
good
blessed day, guys.
All right, Nick. Thank you.